William Eugene Smith was born on the 30th of December 1918 in Wichita, Kansas. He began photographing from the age of 14, mainly sports, aviation and the Depression tragedy of the Dust Bowl. Smith later destroyed his early work as he deemed it too poor to preserve. After working for various local magazines, Smith got a job working for Life magazine from 1939 to 1941. During this time, Smith's father committed suicide, and he was so disgusted with the distorted newspaper coverage, he became determined to seek absolute honesty in his own documentary work. It was then he became a freelance photographer and documented the island-to-island fighting in the Pacific. Smith's record of events in the theatre of World War II are ranked as some of the most powerful visual indictments of war. In 1945, he was severely wounded by some flying shrapnel and was unable to work for 2 years. This was the first picture that he took upon his return, his 2 children walking in the woods. This photo was later chosen as the final work in the Family of Man exhibition in New York's Museum of Modern Art, 1955. From 1947 to 1954, Smith worked full-time for Life magazine again, creating a series of major photo essays, including Country Doctor in 1948 and Nurse Midwife in 1951. Both were shot in the deep south of America. Smith would spend weeks immersing himself in the lives of his subjects. This proved to be successful as there was a tremendous response from the editors of Life and the public at large. I particularly like this period of his work because you get a great sense of how different things were only 50 years ago, and also he captures the humanity of his subjects brilliantly. He then left Life again in 1954 and joined Magnum, an elite group of photographers with strong moral codes. He was commissioned to photograph Pittsburgh, which at the time had a booming steel industry. Originally meant to be a 2-week project, Smith spent 3 years photographing Pittsburgh, taking over 7,000 snapshots, of which only 50 were used. His relentless work ethic almost sent him and Magnum bankrupt. After photographing Pittsburgh, Smith spent almost a decade in his apartment loft in New York City, photographing the street from his window. During this time, Smith became heavily dependent on drink and drugs. In the early 1970s, Smith began his final and most famous project. For this he went to Minamata, Japan, where he documented the effects of mercury poisoning on a fishing village. The rivers had been polluted by a local chemical factory. When the factory owners realised what he was doing there, they hired thugs to beat him up. As a result of this, he lost his sight completely in one eye and he lost 80% of his sight in the other. He won numerous awards for his work in Japan, including the World Understanding Award USA and the Robert Capa Gold Medal USA Award. When he returned to America, he gave up photoing and devoted the rest of his life to photography through lecturing and exhibiting. William Eugene Smith died in 1978 of a massive stroke, aggravated by drink and drug problems.